We're into a deciding phrase. Let me hand you back to Stephen and David.
Judd Trump to break.
Judd Trump to get the decider underway. He's fought back from 3-1 down. Yeah, it's huge for both, but particularly Wilson, as Neil was saying. This could turn his whole season around. He's been looking for something to happen this season. He's only been in one ranking event quarter-final. If he can beat the world number one, the world champion, he'll feel he can beat anyone. But first of all, he's got to win one more frame. He's had chances in the last two, but it's all come down to the decider.
Excellent safety shot, Kyren Wilson. Black's out of commission straight away, which can sometimes lead to a scrappy frame. Got a pretty good conversion rate, Judd Trump, in deciders. Quite often he gets in and wins them in one visit. May not play the cue ball up to balk. This time Kyren is looking at red. Well, you just don't want to leave Judd Trump anything really resembling a long pot.
Well, such has been his dominance of late. Trump hasn't actually been taken to many deciders. This is his first since the first round of the Northern Ireland Open back in November, where he made 3 centuries to lead James Cahill 3-0 and eventually scrambled through 4-3. But it just shows people haven't really been getting close to him in matches he's won. Obviously, he's lost matches in that period, but he's been winning pretty healthily.
Just checking and playing this red that he's not going to knock the black in the left corner pocket. Beware of the right middle, the jaw of that. If you catch this thin. Yeah, very good shot. Very good shot, appreciated by his opponent, who may be forced into taking a pot on here. He's playing the dump shot off one of these reds. He's got to be careful the double kiss. He's looking at possibly just rolling up to these dead weight. He's not happy. He's in trouble here. See, already over a minute's thinking time. Pretty well judged, I have to say. Wouldn't have taken a lot more to leave that red on to the right corner.
I said the first frame felt like a decider, but you can understand now we're in the decider. The tension is the highest of the whole afternoon. Trump has fought back well, sensing a chance. His turn to take a bit of time over a shot.
Taking a risk, playing away, because the red was always going to stay there. And depending on what sort of angle or how straight this pot is, the pink's on to the left middle. Yeah. Just follow through of 2 cushions. Chance this. Yeah, that was a big risk Judd Trump took there with that safety shot. He had to get the cover. Has it cost him? Yeah, there's times where you just have to bite the bullet and play a containing safety shot, even if it's just a roll up to one of those 2 reds. He played the aggressive safety.
Sam.
Might end up costing him this match.
Eight.
Question is, how is Kyren Wilson feeling? He's a very determined character, but this match has gone on longer than he would have liked. He had chances in the previous 2 frames. This is certainly a good one, though, to build a good lead in this decider. As I say, it could be, if he wins, a result that turns around his whole season.
$50.
It's a horrible time in your chair and your Judd Trump here, because you're trying to stay positive,
2-1.
trying to stay in a good frame of mind should your opponent miss, so you could take advantage. But the negative part of you thinking, that's it, I've lost the match.
$22.
Two reds. Pot, I think, to the right corner. He has got enough angle, I think, to stun across. Did the cannon. Looks to be okay. Okay, he's hampered by the red to the left of the cue ball.
28. Mancina.
In actual fact, he's so short of position in the blue to the middle that he's landed nicely on it to the far right corner.
Just very mindful of that red near his waistcoat. The referee's watching on. Well, that was edgy.
$34.
Yeah, this is the first little twitchy one. Well, as I said earlier, playing with the rest is one of his strengths. Very rarely misses. But this is a pressure situation.
Yeah, just lost his way now. Started with that blue.
Oh, surely the black doesn't go to the right middle pocket. Well, it's pretty tight, isn't it? But the fact that he's gone up to the bulk end, the bulk cushion, tells us he's playing a safety shot.
Brown ball.
So the break is going to end at 35.
Kyren Wilson. 35.
It's the pressure, isn't it, that makes the sport so fascinating. Who handles it the better? We saw last night Liang Wenbo with that golden chance to beat Ronnie O'Sullivan, and he did feel it. Ronnie himself described it as the yips. And of course he scrambled through. He'll play Graham Dott tonight. So Wilson's had his chance. This is Trump's. He's got himself in.
Just can't relax for a second, can you, with Judd Trump? Try and leave the cue ball safe in the bulk cushion. He just knocks in these long pots for fun. Now it's Kyren Wilson's turn to sit in his chair and battle with his mind. Try and stay positive.
Be a tough one to take if he loses now. Mentioned earlier the defeat in Shanghai to Ronnie O'Sullivan early season when he was 5-1 up and was outplaying Ronnie at that point. Couldn't kill it off. And he was certainly the better player of the two here at 3-1. And he's not been blasted off the table since. He's had chances in all the frames. Will he get another?
So Trump getting attacked
11.
at the table. Well, that was one time he did not want the black to go in its own spot. He loved it to going up to the brown. Left those two reds either side of the black in the open.
Yeah. 12. $80. $90.
I'd love to play that one again. The brown being off its spot makes this shot a little bit easier to go around the table. Oh, this is magnificent. No one in the game has played this shot as well as Judd Trump round the table.
25. $26.
You've got to avoid the middle pocket. He's already going in off once. Okay, the brown being off its spot made it a little bit easier. This time he's got an angle to bring those two reds into play. Now, can he get on the black from this red to the right corner?
32.
That's what he's coming around to look at. Because I don't think he can get out for the pink.
$33.
He did have a bit of an angle. He's not ideal in the pink. He's going to screw to the right cushion. He's really got to hit this well. And he did. He's pulling out some tremendous shots here in this deciding frame.
39.
He wants to play some sort of cannon here. If he hits the right side of the red near the black, he can actually push the black possibly towards the left corner pocket. That's what he tried.
40.
This is not an exhibition, folks. This is actually a deciding frame.
46.
He's just moved up a gear. Judd Trump in this final frame. This visit to the table. Hit the ball as well as he has done in the whole match.
Well, two key shots coming up. First, get on the red. Second, pot it. If he does both of those things, surely going to win.
This time it's the brown that's the nuisance. Otherwise it'd just be an easy job stunning off that right cushion to get in behind this red. Yeah, you see, he just flicked it.
While I was watching Kyren Wilson there was no flicker of emotion on his face, but he must be delighted to be coming back to the table. 15 points in this dramatic decider.
Judd Trump, 5th.
I think Judd would definitely have stopped breathing there, as that red was going ever so close to the right middle. It's not cuttable now, just stopped in time. Decisions here. Does he want to take this red on? I think the correct decision when he's played an excellent safety shot.
Yeah, when he burst on the scene, his brand of play was described as naughty snooker, but he's become much more disciplined, and of course he's had success mixing it and playing the percentages. And it turns out winning is fun. He doesn't want to throw away all the advantages that he has in this frame. He's leading by 15 points. That one could have been better though.
Yeah, he won't be at all happy with that, especially if Kyren can find a good safety shot. Clip the red towards the black cue ball and behind the yellow and brown. A little bit thick, the contact on the red. Needs cover. He's got it. Can you keep the red safe? Nope. It's a chance.
Doesn't need the black on the cushion. But how's he feeling is more the point. Even if he knocks this red in, we saw last night with Liang Wenbo, there's no guarantees.
I don't know why he's looking at the scoreboard. Just get down and pot this red. That's the important thing. That's a priority. The rest will take care of itself. Pressure, I'm afraid. Overhit that. I think the red cuts to the middle. It's very thin, possibly not from that view. Maybe the first view looked like it possibly did, but from there, no.
He's miscued. Can you believe it? Wow. Well, it could have been a lot worse. Let's hope his tip's all right. But how's he feeling after this?
Has Judd got the courage, the touch to just drop cue ball behind the blue, knock the red up the table? And there he goes. Oh, didn't get it right, but the brown was always the safety net.
It's one of those deciders, isn't it? It's just nervy, edgy, cagey, all the words that mean the same thing. Tense.
Oh, Kyren has had a couple of good bits of fortune in the last two shots. Missed that attempted pot by a long way, got away with it. Got away with a miscue.
Green's gone a bit awkward now, which may come into play here. Trump would need that green.
Judd Trump's turn to be kissed with a bit of fortune. Very good. Once again, hitting the red is the easy part. Getting it safe is the key. And he hasn't done. He hasn't got it safe.
Clear the way.
Is that the last mistake of this match?
Well, it's all on now on Kyren Wilson's shoulders. How is he feeling after a nerve-shredding afternoon? He's got his chance to get the match won. Will he take it?
If the yellow passed the green into the green pocket, you'd be tempted to play for the green here. But I don't think it would.
One.
Not perfect on the blue. You have to go in and out of bulk. And of course, you need a good angle in the yellow to come down the table for that green. So anything but straightforward this. I'm afraid that's very poor, Kyren. Only
6.
pressure that's doing this. It's got no angle in the yellow to get to the green. Well, as poor as the shot in the blue was, the yellow was magnificent.
8.
That's one of the shots of the tournament so far for me. If he's dead straight in the green, he's very, very unlucky.
Well, it's not getting any easier. He has a chance at the brown, but again, huge pressure on it. He needs brown, blue and pink. Well, okay,
11.
He hasn't left it, but having potted that great yellow to get on the green, left himself this. It was a real pressure shot.
What next in this match? I expect Judd Trump to play cushion first here. Try and get the brown full in the face. That surprises me, but he's played it very well. He's played a very good shot. Excellent shot. That was more difficult than playing cushion first. I think he's left a gap though. And you see, no snooker. But keeping the object ball safe is a priority here. Just a containing safety shot. Again, just didn't want to get too clever with the cue ball. Just get that brown safe. Don't leave a pot on.
You already feel that whoever's in the final Sunday, it's going to be 10-9, isn't it? Because the tournament has had so many close matches. And we're in the thick of another one here. Just 4 points in this decider on the brown.
Advantage. Kyren Wilson with that shot. So Trump has got to get the brown safe. Again, hitting it no problem. I don't think it's safe. It's very close to the left middle. It pots. If anything, it's a strange pace Judd played it at. Either hit it softer, try and push the brown to the baulk cushion, or harder, send the brown up and down the table. Or does it pot?
It's one of these, if he goes for it, he could miss it altogether. It's so thin.
Yeah, I was looking at the actual table in the arena and thought it potted, and then when you look at the TV screen, you can see how far it's gone past the middle.
Could it get any more dramatic, this match, this decider?
That turned out was right after all. And in fact, the black is coming, just move the blue in a more advantageous position. Watch the black here. Just moves towards the blue.
Blue and pink needed. And he's missed the blue, can you believe it? Incredible what pressure can do.
Kyren Wilson, 4.
After that great brown and a nice kiss to be on the blue, he's missed it.
Wow, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable what pressure can do. Kyren mimicked pouring a glass of water over his head there.
50-50, toss of a coin, but Trump has a chance at the blue himself, needing the pink as well. Well, Wilson sat down, I'm sure thinking he was out. He's got to steel himself now, because he's been handed another chance. Even the world champion, the world #1, can feel it at this sort of stage of a match.
Yeah, on your screen the pink looks easy, but he's just looking there. He wants to get as close to that pink as possible and leave as straight a pot as possible. Looks a pretty decent angle in the blue to be able to do that, but as we just seen with that miss in the blue a couple of minutes ago, anything can happen. It's pretty good.
5.
I don't see him missing this.
This is surely going to be his best win of the season, considering the circumstances. Who would have beaten? He needs one more ball after a thrilling afternoon here in Cheltenham. And in it goes. Kyren Wilson has beaten Judd Trump. What a thriller.